like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who is the run. Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this will be taken at the 13. Good footwork at the 30. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on Media Day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Walker with another carry. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was Rookie of the Year runner-up.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And out come the Eagles. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick-6.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks 1st down as he's got it up to the 13.
It's a pickup of 6.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
14-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
from 19 yards away.
And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
Eskridge, the man in motion.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing now is Geno.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Block it in motion right. Smith throwing again.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Play action. It's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's big Jalen Carter, the rookie, able to get him down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Eskridge, the man in motion.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 26 yards.
And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Julian Love picks it.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing again is Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now here's a pass
pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hurts sets up to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And once again, it's Eskridge. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They snap it to Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
pass, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by David Witherspoon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Smith on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now is Geno. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On second down, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Another throw on second down, and
this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Geno now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
To the air again, Smith. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiance. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And Walker has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Smith. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown. And my goodness, another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Another pass attempt. And and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A good pickup there, a 22. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants him to finish this one.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Smith.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing is Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles! Olamide Zaccheaus from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Throwing now, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Smith. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me